A very good evening to our viewers. Thank you for joining us tonight on the evening review. My name is Toiwon Jabela. Tonight we are joined virtually by Anna Hanai. She's an author based in Enana, Ohangwena region. She is launching two books, this weekend or later this week, and she is with us to just shed light on the content of the books and the events that are arranged around the launch of the two books. Thank you, Anna, for making time, and good afternoon to you, and thank you for joining us. It looks like Nana can actually provide good network.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Toivo. It's a pleasure for me to be here today.
Yeah, absolutely. No, thank you. The two books, can you just tell us what maybe their titles and what each is about?
The first one is a second edition book, which is titled From Very into Gateway of Favor. And the other one is my second book, which is Embracing Life Season After Loss. Those are two books to be launched on Saturday.
Okay. Let's talk about the embracing life seasons after loss. What inspired the title and the content?
The title itself, it's more about inspiration and motivation on how to cope with the loss of someone close to you.
Okay.
Like in this book, it's more related to the season of the year. That each season of the year, it's related to human life and how they are related to human life way of living. Like in each season, it's have its purpose.
Okay. And is it drawn? Where did you draw the inspiration from? Is it something that you have gone through yourself, or where did you get the idea from?
Actually, the idea is drawn from my own experience because in 2020 I lost my husband in a car accident, and then someone came to approach me. Anna, how about you write another book on the loss to tell us how do you cope with your loss? And then that's how I think of, okay, maybe I was just observing the nature, how nature appears. And I was like, maybe how about I name it Embrace Life Season After Loss? Because I was just observing nature that if you are in autumn, the trees are losing leaf, and if you are also losing in adversity, you feel like you lost value, and you are not you feel like you are losing value, and you feel like you are not more important than other people. And that's how the tree also appeared. The tree also lose leaves when it's the autumn season, and also during winter the trees look so dry. And then I was just comparing to how my situation was look like during that time. It was dark. It was look like I will not live again. Then I just decided, how about that? I connect it to the nature in natural environments. That's
No.
how I came up with the title.
Yeah, wonderful. Can we talk about the sad episode in your life where you've lost your husband? Just a little bit. I know that it's a painful experience, but you seem to be brave to even write about what happened or how you are coping with that. Away from the book, just for a minute, how have you been able to cope? I mean, What is it that keeps you alive in a very difficult situation like that?
Yeah, it's a very good question, Mr. Toivo. That one is just something came natural. Through while I'm navigating the death of my husband, my late husband, I came across a lady who is also a widow, and she took me through that process for grieving. Her name is Loida Kali, and then. Most of the idea that I wrote in the book, it's an idea I call that helped me throughout. Um, like I find myself finding my potential during that time. I started my writing during my morning process, and it was something also to keep me busy to think of bad ideas.
So it's really raw emotions that are contained in the book because they were fresh from your own situation. How long were you married for?
It was just for 2 years.
Oh man. Okay. Do you have any kids with your husband?
Yes, I have one beautiful daughter,
Okay. What's her name?
Antinelao.
Didn't allow. Okay.
Yes.
No, it's very good to hear that at least you have Dinelao, who I'm sure she has. I'm sure she would have some resemblances. So she reminds you in some ways of your husband, and that should be some way to cope, isn't it?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. No, no, very good. Okay. Then the second book is. Let me just see here, it's from valley into gateway of favors. Sounds very religious, the title. Tell me about it.
Oh yeah, this one, it's yeah, like you are saying, it sounds more religious. I just connect it to how God came in our situation. The situation might look so difficult, but then at the end of the day, we get favors because in this book there's a problem. Each chapter have a problem with its favor. A problem with its favor each chapter, and then at the end there's emphasis on coping mechanism again.
No, okay. No, very good. That there are solutions because sometimes we talk about problems, but we do not provide solutions. So it's good that there are coping mechanisms. Um, the valley, is it like this valley of what is it in the Bible? The valley of death. I shall not something to that effect. I'm not very conversant, but I remember snippets of the Bible.
Yes, the word is definitely driven from the Bible. And here I'm referring very as troubles, the trouble that we went through. They took us into mercy, or let me just say in the easy way, in a graceful manner. We live in a graceful manner without realizing it that we are getting favors in during our process.
Yeah, very good. It reminds me of a Bible verse, and this is it's purely coincidental that we are discussing this now, but I think at a devotion with my family this last night, and it was my turn to do the reading, and I chose, I think it's Habakkuk 48, chapter 48, verse 12, I think, if I remember correctly. And it talks about the fact that sometimes we almost lose hope because we try different things and they're not just manifesting. But so in that book we are told just to have faith and believe, that it talks about seasons, exactly seasons, to say when God's season arrives, or when the season of His will arrives, whatever we were busy with will be delivered to us. Because sometimes we are in situations, maybe you are a student and you are studying and you're just not passing, or you are a family man or a family woman and you work hard and you still have many problems despite the salary that you get or whatever. So I think what my interpretation of that verse was that patience, when you have patience and faith at the same time, somehow the goods will be delivered. Is it something in line with what you've written in the book?
Yes, exactly so. It's in that line.
Okay. Yeah, no,
Yes,
no, wonderful. So,
yes.
and this particular book is inspired by what? Is it again
But,
by your personal experiences, or just life as you see it?
it's a personal experience.
But this one is not about. Is it still about your husband's loss, or is something else?
No, it's just about the problem discovered throughout life.
Yeah.
Oh, and then each problem come with favor. For example, this one chapter,
Hmm.
which is a positive attitude is the key. In that chapter, this 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 a young child who was sick, and then when she went to school, she didn't really make it as other were making it in school.
Hmm.
And then at the end of the day, she ended up having so many qualifications which she did not see them coming.
Okay. Is that a real life story, or is it just
It's a, it's a real life story.
oh, wonderful.
Yes.
In your own life, what can you tell us about your own life? Are you, for example, someone that came from the humble beginning, or was it always an easy ride for you to the point where you are? What do you do for a living? Do you only write, or do you do something else professionally?
Um, I I am from a very humble beginning, a very caring and a very big family indeed. And then things were not so easy to go through life. At times we go to school, like I remember when I was at university, I only have someone to but I don't have anybody to buy for me the daily needs like cosmetics, stationery, and you name all those. I only have someone to pay for me. And then in the end, I end up selling airtime while I'm at university. And
Around
that
which
is how
around which years were
that
those?
it was 2021 until 2014. 2021 and 2014, I have been
No, you,
selling at
you, you,
UNAM campus, the main campus.
yeah, you are mixing up the numbers. You say 2021 to 2014. Maybe you mean 2000 and
Oh, it's
2012 maybe?
2011,
Okay.
2011 and 2014.
Okay. Okay. So what did you get out of the university with some papers? What did you
Yes,
graduate in?
I came out with two qualifications indeed.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. How are you using those qualifications
And
today?
and now eh,
How are you using the qualifications today? Are you
um
are you working, or you just focus on writing your books?
currently I'm a teacher at Omakondo Combined School. I
Okay.
teach grade 2. And and then I'm also an author.
Okay. Lovely. Yeah, it's
Um,
a it's a it's a, it's a good inspiration. And it's also good that you are using your own experiences, personal experiences, to tell the world that whoever is going through the same at the moment should not give up, because there are plenty of examples, people like yourself and myself, as a matter of fact, that have gone on to do something meaningful. So it's a good thing. So the launch is on Saturday. You said, tell us about the launch. What is arranged? What is in the pipeline?
The launch is at Odila Lodge between Embahu and Enana. You will not reach to Enana, and it will be there from on 26 at 2 o'clock.
Okay. And
The ticket,
yeah,
if
yeah. Please go
anybody
into
wants
ticketing.
okay, if anybody want to participate, to attend the event, there are 3 categories for tickets. One ticket is for endurance and plus a refreshment. It's 100. And then we have 1 ticket for buying 1 book. That all ticket, that one is also include endurance and 1 book. It's 250. And the other one for 2 books, it's if you want to buy both 2 books, is 400, which also include refreshment and endurance.
Okay. No, very good. Very good. We hope that the lunch will go very well, and please send us nice photos of the lunch so that we can be inspired more. But maybe just in summary, or in closing rather, give us some parting remarks about the 2 books again. Just summarize them for us, and why anyone should bother to come around.
Okay. Okay, thank you. The first book from Very Into Gateway of Favor, second edition. This is the edition of the first book. I have added some few chapters that, like counting blessings and stay calm while God is busy with you. And then the other one is adversity bring out hidden potential. And the other one, it's our very take us to new levels and better influence. These are just new additional to those who have it already.
Yeah.
And this book is more in an inspirational and a motivational book, which is talking about how God can come into our situation and turn them our troubles into favors. And also it will also encourage and pick up, just to lift up people who feel like there's no hope again. This is a book which will also encourage you to stay calm in the storm, because most of the time when we are in the storm, we get confused and we want to give up on God. This will allow you to experience God. There are so many things to learn how to experience God while you feel so discouraged and while you feel God is not around with us. That is in short from Very Into Gateway of Favor. And then our brand new book, Embracing Life Season After Loss. This one have so many chapters, like the power of the smile. This one, it will just encourage you how important it is to smile again, even though you feel like you lost hope and you can like in our society, widows are considered, if they are smiling, they are not hurt. and then that will just encourage you that we don't have right to smile again. And there's also be grateful. There's a chapter, be grateful, just to be grateful of the good deed that God have done for you. Because most of the time we keep wondering and asking God, God, why me? Without valuing the good deed that happened to us. This is a powerful reminder to change, to embrace our changing season, our life, our changing season. And it also encourages us to find strength in our pain and find identity, beauty in everyday moment. And it's also a heartfelt wisdom that reflect how to love ourselves, cherish the good, and turn even the darkest day into opportunity for growth, with a resilience and also gratitude. That is, in short, how the book Embracing Life Season After Loss is all about.
Yeah. Those are really, really good points. Let me just check my time here. Yeah. Okay. So I think the last question that I have to you, Anna, is about what does the book say about young widows? Because if you were in university in 2011, 2014, it means that you are a very young person yourself. So when you lose your husband or your partner, your spouse, at an early age, what does your book say about what the widow or widower how should they move forward? Are you, for example, the type that believes that you will dedicate your life to your departed spouse for the remainder of your days, or do you encourage? Is there anything that talks about finding the next love, if it's possible? Because people, when you're too young, you still have life to live ahead.
In that with that one, not really in that line, but I touch the topic of removing the ring. I touch it because I have never seen a widow removing their ring because they believe they can wear it until they die. And then I touch that topic on removing the ring.
So what are you saying? What are you
Um,
essentially saying about that? They must remove
um,
it and move on with their lives. What are you saying? What does the book say on that?
um, it's a matter of a free will. For me, and not really to direct it that they must remove it,
Yeah,
but I make it to sound like it's a free will. It's up to you to choose whether to wear it
yeah,
or to remove it. And whenever you are trying to remove it, because it's a painful situation, you must not rush the process. You must take your time, and you must not allow anybody to force you to remove it. Because I can remember when I have to move from my in-laws' house, they were telling me, "No, Anna, you can remove your ring now because your husband is no more there." But my mind and my heart was not yet ready to remove the ring.
yeah,
So
yeah,
my emphasis is just that, not to allow anybody to force you to remove it until you wait the right time to remove it, because it's also a painful thing just to remove something which has been attached to you.
yeah, yeah. Uh, Very briefly, Anna, and I apologize if it's not a very kind question, but there's this idea when we walk on that aisle when we go to the altar on the day and we say, "You are my spouse until death do us part." Some people interpret that to mean that your loyalty to that person ends with their departure. In other words, until death do us part. Until that juncture, I'm yours. I'm faithful to you. I'm loyal to you. But after that, am I still obliged? Am I still because death has done us part now? What must I? How must people deal with that?
Well, it's a difficult question indeed, but I will try my best. For me, I got elders telling me that, look, the vows that you have done in church, it's saying this, and that is how I also understand it, that yeah, because he's no more there, there's no wedding, there's no married anymore. But by that time you are alone, and you will reach a stage where to say, I'm no more married, I am single. Because the things that you used to experience during the person when we was there, it's no more there. And I can just say, maybe for me, it's interpreted that the marriage have ended, and I need to take my time to remove the ring too, but I will not rush the process to remove it.
Absolutely. No, thank you, Anna, for your time. Those sound like very exciting books, very important topics. Some of those that you have read out. We are inspired and we look forward to the launch. All the best, and I will talk soon again.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Toivo. Thank you very much. I really appreciate this platform.
Absolutely, thank you. Keep strong. That is Anna Hanai. She is an author of 2 books that will be launched this weekend. Let me just confirm quickly. The books will be launched in Ohangwena region. So this will be in at Odila Lodge in Enana, or along the Enana main road, and 2 books will be up for sales. They'll be launched at the same time. One entitled "Embracing Life's Seasons After Loss," and the second one, "From Valley into Gateway of Favors." Thank you for watching.